Louisiana beer reviews. Newcastle Werewolf, formidable beast. Uh, Blood red ale. Well, it is an ESB or a red ale. I don't know about blood red. The written reviews aren't too great with this beer. 5% alcohol, introduced in 2011, and it's sold during the fall season. Gets an average rating on Rate Beer. On Beer Advocate. A 17 out of 100 on Rate Beer. A 1 out of 100 for the style, if you can imagine that. And it gets a fine rating on the Beer and Me. I was looking at video reviews. There are a few on YouTube, and they're pretty positive, or more or less positive, so I don't know. This beer is part of the extensive Heineken International portfolio, okay? Let's give it a try. I've never had it before. Alright, a lot of smoke coming out of there. Put in this Anheuser-Busch tasting glass. Tell you what, Heineken International has been gobbling up so many brewing companies around the world. They are so aggressive in expanding, like Carling Group is also that way, in InBev and South African beverages. Molson, they're just relentless. All right, well, you get a medium cream colored head, yeah, and a very clear, it's not blood red, it's copper from this direction with the sun shining right at it. Copper and bubbly. From that direction it's a little more brown, but it's copper. I guess copper is a shade of brown, reddish brown, rust color maybe, but I'll say copper. Alright, let's go with the smell evaluation. Well, get some I don't know what that aroma is really. Like some sour, wet, kind of turned brown bread. You know, if you had brown bread sitting out for too long and it wasn't chilled, it would get kind of moldy, I guess you'd say. Yeah, that's what it kind of smells like, but it doesn't have that penicillin smell. It's not that. It's just a weird smell. I'm not describing it very well, but you'd have to try it to see what I'm talking about. It's a peculiar, I'll say a little bit of a turned smell. Look at all those bubbles, all those streaming bubbles. Let's go with the taste. All right. A mild brown bread flavor. Some straightforward hop bitterness, which reminds me of Beck's Dark. Some sweetness. Some malt. But mostly it's just nothing really. It doesn't have much flavor. So you get that odd aroma, that yeah, a little bit of a nutty flavor. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up, like a pecan shell. Crack some pecans and chew on the shell a little bit, and you'll get that. It'll taste like this. There's no bite to this at all, really. The mouthfeel is light and watery, and the finish is pretty dry. Pretty dry. Pretty mild, easygoing. Super drinkable, I guess, but some lacing around there. They were talking about berries and all of this. I don't detect any berry flavor in this beer. Maybe some tannins from the like grape skin. You might pick up tannin. Sometimes a beer like this, the more I drink, if I get a 6-pack, I drink it, it'll improve and I'll like it more. But I only have a single of it. Doesn't taste bad, but just doesn't taste like much. Really, I hate to say this, but the best I can give this is a C. It's average. It's average. Now, it's funny because the Boxer and that Mountain Crest, that Jaguar from Minhas, I was giving those like a C, and then I think I gave the Jaguar a B- initially. But the more I drank those beers, the more I realized how disgusting and cloying and foul and sickening and horrible and terrible and awful and just truly bad those beers were. So those are an example of beers that the more I drank, the more I hated, and eventually I started pouring them down the sink, and I never do that. So this one probably, though, it just doesn't have those foul aspects. I probably would like this more if I drank the 6-pack, and if somebody gave me a 6-pack, I mean, I would enjoy drinking it, I guess, with lunch, with supper. But by itself, on its own, little sweetness too. It's just a C. It's average. I mean, I can't say much about this, so you could try it if you like. Maybe you have a better opinion of it. I don't see what's so great about it. I don't even see what's good about it. So anyway, gonna go cut the grass and all of that. So y'all come on down to New Orleans.